Hello, scholars. This is Dr. Fleck. I want to give you a quick tour of Blackboard and a quick tour of MyPsychLab. This is for Introduction to Psychology, online course. So here, let me start at the beginning. When you log into your Blackboard, you're going to have your list of your courses. You want to click on your Introduction to Psychology course. This brings us to our home page. If I have any announcements, they're going to appear here. Don't really worry about the what's new section because some of the assignments I created a long time ago, so they won't show up as new. Messages here are really important too. I'll give you messages every week. Check those, read them, make sure you're on top of things. Over here on the left-hand side, we have all of the tabs that are important for the course. First, we have the home page, which is what you're looking at right now. If there are any announcements, you can click here. Syllabus information will all be posted here, including links to the videos that you're watching now that are on YouTube. You'll also find the syllabus addendum and the first 2 chapters of your book. Now, you should be getting the ebook, so this shouldn't matter, but just in case, they're here. All right, so the next important tab to look at is going to be the writing assignment over here on the side. This gives you the directions. It gives you the link for the writing assignment. I'll show you that really quickly. This is where you'll submit your writing assignment. And then it also gives you a document of how to access psych info. Make sure you're reading all your directions very clearly. Under the writing assignment is the applied assignment. This gives you the applied assignment directions. Remember, you've got to do 8 of those applied assignments for 10% of your grade. What I really want to show you on Blackboard is the discussion board tab. So over here on discussion board, you're going to see we have the 2 forums that are created. The first one is the introduction thread. This is where you'll do your introduction assignment. And if I enter this, you'll then see my intro post is already here, and you will populate lots of posts under this introducing yourself and commenting on your peers' threads. Okay, outside of the introduction thread, we will have our NPR discussion boards. I haven't created the groups yet, but once I do, your names will appear under one of these groups. When I click on that, it'll enter you into the forum where I will post the NPR story that I want you to listen to and the discussion board question that I want you to answer. All right, other things on Blackboard, course messages, internal and external. This is where you can send me some messages and receive some replies. We also have the My Grades tab. This is going to link you to your grade book, and I will be updating that frequently. So you'll want to check out on that. There's no grades here yet, but they will populate as we start to do our work. Okay. So the other piece that I want to walk you through is the MyPsychLab portal. So the first time you go to access your MyPsychLab, you'll click this on the side, this MyPsychLab tab, and it's going to bring you to the home page here. You'll click on this link, and it will allow you to purchase access to your ebook and your MyPsychLab course. Now, I already have purchased access, so when I enter it, it's going to go straight into the portal. Also, please note that mine will look a little different than yours because I have the instructor permissions and you will only have student permissions. So there might be some little differences there to think about. Okay, so here's MyPsychLab. It's going to bring me into the portal, and I want to show you just some of the important features here that will help you be successful. You've got to do this getting started piece right here. So I can't stress enough, this whole getting started section, tune up your browser. If you don't tune it up and block all the pop-ups and all the kinds of things it wants you to do, you're not going to be able to do the assignments. This is your responsibility, okay? MyPsychLab does have an excellent customer care, so you can always call on them to help you. But just know that it's your responsibility to make sure your technology is up and running. The other thing you want to do is sync your time zone. It's set to Eastern time, so your work is going to be late if you don't set it to Mountain time. You've got a lot of user guides that you can click on over here that might help you. Let's look at our tabs. The most important tab is the assignment calendar. It's the first one. This shows you exactly what is due for the course and when it's due. So it's going to appear here, and it's going to have the month, the items due, things that are past due, and things that are submitted. Now, if I click over into June, okay, this is where you can start to see where some of the things have been populated. So on June 11th, I can click on that, and it shows me all the things that are here that are needing my attention. So the first thing is to read the e-text for Module 1.1. So if I click this, it's going to link me to my e-text. And the e-text is really cool. It's going to take a couple moments to fill up, to load. But I want to show you some of the really neat features that exist when you have an e-text instead of just a regular hard copy book. Okay, so it's bringing me to Module 1.1, and this is the one that you want to be reading. You have lots of different tools that you can use. You can highlight text. You can pin a note. This is going to help you move through the pages. So we click the different pages here. And then there are little things on the side, icons that are clickable. These tests are clickable, so you can give yourself little quizzes. The icons on the side that are clickable will take you to simulations or experiments that you might want to do. So that could be really neat, and they can really enhance the learning that you're doing while you're reading this text. Makes it a lot more interactive. So I'm in Module 1.1. I've linked it from my assignment calendar, but I can always go in and just come into another chapter through my table of contents. And everything is linkable, so it'll take you directly to the places that you want to go. All right, you can also search, and there's a glossary on this tab over here. There's a video series. There's also audio files, so if you would like, instead of to read off the screen, you can plug in your headphones and it will be read to you. The reading is not necessarily the greatest. I think it's a little bit robotic, but that's okay. Still a really cool, neat feature. And then you can always do some note-taking here. So lots of things that you have available to you through the e-text. Okay, the study plans are a big portion of your class. So here, after I've read the module, it tells me that it's viewed. Then I can complete Module 1.1 study plan. So I go ahead in here, and I'll click Begin on this side. And this is going to open up the questions. We do this before we start reading. Okay, it's our first go. You know, you could really read it and then do the begin if you'd like. That's fine too. It's just a pre-test to see kind of where you stand. So either before you read or after you've read, but you have to do this before you do the post-test, which is what is submitted for grading. So you go through all of your questions here. I'm going to close out of it for now. Once this is done, study material is going to populate into this whole area right here, this study material place. So what MyLab does is it sees what have you done really well on your pretest, what have you not done so well on, and what tools can they give you to help you learn the information that you haven't quite nailed down. So I suggest you go through all of this study material. It's not graded, but this is going to really help you learn. Okay, after that's done, you'll be able to press Begin for the post-test. Remember, the post-test is out of 10 points. It is determined, based on how well you do, so a range of scores from 1 to 10, or 0 to 10, I suppose, if you didn't get anything correct. And that counts towards your grade. Remember, you get 2 drops on your study plans, and all of this is explained in the course syllabus. So refer to that, especially if there are any changes in your syllabus compared to other semesters. So this is your study plans here. Let me bring you back to the assignment calendar and show you a couple other features that you'll be working with. So if we click over to June, we'll go to June 15th. There's little pieces of paper that exist here on some of the dates, and those are notes. So I've put in any notes that I want you to see that are referring to things that are also due but are typically located on Blackboard. So you'll always have everything due and little notes to indicate things that are due on on Blackboard rather than MyLab. So make sure you're just using this assignment calendar. You will also find your tech assignments on the assignment calendar. So these are all just what I showed you, the e-text and the study plan. But now down here, you'll notice the tech assignments. So this one is the basics, how the brain works, part 1 and part 2. Okay. Those you have 3 chances on. You get 1 free drop. They're really pretty creative and pretty fun. So I look forward to you guys experiencing those. Okay, what else do we have on our tab over here? Just a direct link to your chapter, your chapters and your e-text and the audio files. Again, it would take a moment to load over here, but you can access that right from this tab. We've got the reading notes I told you about. These are PowerPoint slides. I created all of these PowerPoint slides with Pearson, so I know that they are they're going to help you in your learning. You can have those open while you read. You can take some notes on them. There's nothing graded with this aspect of the course, but I wanted to show you where they live here in MyLab. Student grades is the place that you're going to be able to monitor how you're doing on all of these course components. We'll be working with both MyLab gradebook and the Blackboard gradebook, so you're going to want to toggle between the two if you're keeping track. The writing assignment is posted here just like it's posted on Blackboard, so everything that you need to see. I'll just draw your attention here to the grading rubric. You'll want to check that out as well. It is submitted on Blackboard though, where I showed you earlier. The applied assignments credits are explained here in full. Again, this also lives on Blackboard. Just trying to give you multiple pathways so that you know where everything exists. Let's see, just a couple more things. Simulations are really neat. There's some that I have assigned to you, but if you're curious and you're digging around and you find something really interesting in your chapter, you can go in here and do lots of different simulations and have fun with this. This is your lab. It's to help you learn, so go ahead and play around. I also encourage you to play around or watch some of the video series that exist. Lots of really good resources here, some of which I've assigned to you, but others you can just take a look at on your own. And then the student resources. I've heard lots of really, really good feedback on student resources. Flashcards right on the top there that will help you learn. MyPsychLab, the 3D brain is really neat. Study guides are in here. Spanish flashcards are in here. All kinds of web links to APA style or YouTube clips. So definitely dig deep into all these resources that are available to you during the course. Okay, guys. So I think I've walked you through both the Blackboard system and the MyPsychLab system. I expect that you'll have some questions. Just shoot me an email. Be as specific as you can. That way I can help you with the least amount of time for both of us. I look forward to working with you. We'll be seeing each other soon online. See you later.